So today, what I wanted to talk to you about as I wind down my day, I was thinking about all of the connections that I made this week within the Collective Genius, both for our CG Select group as well as our CG Premier group within the Collective Genius family. So, and I'll talk more about those a little bit later between the difference between the two. But really, what I wanted to focus on today are the three reasons that you would join CG, one of those two communities, whether that be CG Premier for those that are doing 75, might as well get into it right now. For those that are doing 75 transactions and above, or 75 doors. And then CG Select is for that member that's doing between 25, or that real estate investor that's doing between 25 and 75, or just below 75 transactions on an annual basis, and really want to focus in on scaling their business. So this came to me this week because I made a lot of connections within the two groups, because in between meetings, in between our weekly calls, there are text messages and emails that come my way as director of membership results. And there's a key word on the end of that title, and it's results. Everything is done with intention because people need help with certain things. And so I wanted to focus in on the three reasons that you would join the Collective Genius family or community, or both. So number one, obviously the access to high-level, premier-level real estate investors, anyone that's full-time doing more than 30 transactions a year, you are an elite club. There are not a lot of people that are full-time real estate investors doing that type of deal flow, just at 30. And so being around others, we are who we surround ourselves with. And that's the number one reason that you would join, is the network, the Rolodex of people that you're around on a daily basis. And I say that because you may not be in front of them, but you have access to them on a daily basis. The number two reason is the buying power that comes with a group that has almost 200 total members as of today. The service providers that we offer within the group, there's over 30 of them. They're able to offer bulk discounts because of the buying power that this group offers and the amount of direct mail that is purchased and sent out on a daily basis, or monthly basis, or the PPC that's purchased, or the lending, the amount of money, amount of deals that need to be funded within this group, or accounting services, you name it, anything that you would ever need as a real estate investor. We have someone to provide it. Portfolio-based insurance. We have someone to provide what you need for your business. So that's number two reason. Number three reason is one that I think often gets overlooked by even myself. It's the amount of deal flow that's being done within the group. And it gets overlooked because sometimes I don't even know the type of transactions that are happening in between members, because a lot of the time they don't need me. I don't need to be the conduit for the JV that two members do together, or the lending, the funding that one member does for another. And so what made me think about these three reasons is a couple different things came up this week, including I received three text messages, actually two text messages and an email. One was from a member that is having his best year ever. 2020 was his best year, and he's already off to a better start in 2021. And with that, he needs more capital beyond the institutional lenders that he works with, beyond the banks that he works with. He needs some more private money and access to private money, and was willing to pay a really good return for convenience. Well, there are a lot of members within the group that have, especially after 2020, had their best years ever and have excess capital and want some passive opportunities outside of just maybe real estate or rental properties. Maybe they don't want to hold assets. They just want to be a passive lender and get a nice return. And so that was the first one. He needed access of upwards to $5 million. With intention, we made a couple of connections, and I know that he has two people seriously considering as of today. And I know both of them more than likely will end up investing with that particular member. The second one texted me yesterday and said, hey, I need $100,000 by the end of the week. And I also need to, I have a deal under contract that's 7 homes, and I need $400,000 total by the, I think it was a couple by the end of the month, but needed $100,000 for sure by the end of the week. Within 20 minutes, I sent a text message, and this member had not 100, but had $200,000 already secured for that investment. And we made a couple other connections, and more than likely he'll have that entire $400,000 by the end of the week. And typically, funding is one of the the connections that I'm asked for the most, whether that's through private money, institutional lenders that we have within the group. Are usually able to secure that money in a timely manner. The last one is one that I think, again, gets overlooked because, again, I don't always know who the buyers of properties are. But this last one, that we have a member in the Premier Group that they're looking to buy 10,000 properties, single-family rentals across the United States in the next 5 years. So that's a lot of properties, obviously. There's a certain criteria for that. There's a lot of buyers out there, but they specifically know the type of investor that's within the collective genius. And so not only does Premier benefit from this, but also our select group also has an opportunity to sell properties. And they wanted to start out on 5 different states. In those 5 states, we have, I think there was probably 20, probably more along the lines of 30 members that were within those 5 states, that it may not work for all of them, but they want to buy 10,000 across the United States, and those 5 states is where they wanted to start. And there's upwards of 30 members that are in those 5 states that those CG Premier members were connected with, whether they're Premier members or select members. So there's not just, here you go, join and figure it out. On a weekly basis, we are getting emails or text messages from members that need assistance and continue to help scale and grow their business. And so with intention, there's a lot of integrity within this group in which you connect them and there's an immediate response, usually from the member on the other side, and say, hey, I'm interested to learn more. Let's set up a time to chat. So I wanted to share those 3 things, the 3 main reasons in which someone joins, and then a couple different examples. It's been a great week when you can help 3 different members secure funding and proud of each one of them as they continue to scale and grow their business. So I hope you all had a great week, a great day, wherever you are in the world. Hope you're having a blessed day. Please, if you are interested, if all that sounds good to you, check us out at learnmoreaboutcg.com. I look forward to speaking to you all in the near future. Have a great rest of your day.